Caleb Sturgis now to do the honors and get us started. And here we go. The Super Bowl of Madden Ultimate Team is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Breeze now on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's what.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
And him running the football is not something the defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. And with a play clock about to expire, Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Play clock winding down. Back near his own goal line. Winston. Caught. Kelsey. Left side. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football, but they face a second and long to start things out. Second down, Winston. On the left side, a catch by White. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Jameis to throw it. Flushed out right. He completes it right side to White. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Back to the ground, it's Hill. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Play fake. Winston. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Time to step aside. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Second down and 4. They'll hand it off now. Hill. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jeremy Hill, 32 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Breeze now. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
15 yards through the air and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guy.
Looks for White, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And New York set to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to...
And for the third time here in this game, and into the end zone, it's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Picked off by the safety, T.J. Ward. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick-6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And on the return, here comes Adam Jones. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now Breeze. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now Breeze lost the football, and the Packers pick it up, and he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And out of bounds there on the kick.